What do we expect in 2024 in this robotic technology and 3D CP printing?
Well, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of different things. The materials that we're using are very advanced. That spider web system with the basalt, which makes the columns and the walls very strong. The materials that are used to print, the robot itself is very lightweight. The main thing that we're going to be doing, I tell people, in the year 1900, there were 5,000 cars built in the United States of America. Then Henry Ford came along and built, I think it was 23 million cars in the next decade or so. We're going to be like the Henry Ford of construction. We're going to be building thousands of robots and putting these robots all over the world. We already have connections in a lot of different countries. That's the main thing that we're going to be doing, and a lot of research and development on the robot and the materials that are being used for construction.
What has been the biggest challenge to build this technology?
There's been a lot of challenges. Trying to get the robot very light, trying to get it very flexible, trying to do what other people I think are not doing correct or doing wrong. The materials, especially basalt, geopolymer, and the other materials we're using that we're printing with, the cements and everything, are a big challenge. But the biggest challenge was there was no international standard. So I was in a committee for the ISO, International Standards Organization, America ASTM, American Standards for Technology and Materials, in Germany DIN, Deutsche Institut für Normen, and we got a lot of different companies and countries to write the international standard. Me and my committee, I was happy to be on, wrote the international standard for printing houses, and that was the biggest thing. But the international standard is finished, and now we can move on.
Why Ed Rowland decides to be part of CAMHIRST?
It was my vision mostly to help people, to see that we could get as many people as possible to be owning a house that under normal circumstances today would not be able to own a house, especially in Africa, South America, but also in Europe, America. There's no country on the planet that does not have a housing shortage. Every country in the world needs more houses. And the problem is this affects the poor more than it does the rich, of course. So it was my goal to create a robot and a system where we could be able to build houses. We want to build big, huge houses, incredible palaces and all of this too. But we also want to be able to provide houses for the poor people with our system where they can pay rent for 7 to 10 years, and after that time period, the house actually belongs to them. And because we can build faster and we can build less expensive at a higher quality than the houses are today, the robots make this possible, and me and Adam had the same vision, the same dream of what we wanted to do, and that's why we decided to do this with CAMHIRST.